This is English 401, and today we are going to talk about adverbs. In the last video we talked about adverbs, and you will remember that adverbs tell us when, where, how, and how often something happens. Today we're going to be diagramming adverbs. Diagramming. Diagramming adverbs. And when we diagram adverbs, when we draw a line like we normally do, and then we do a diagonal line beneath the word it modifies. So either here or here. All right. But let's write our sentence to see how we need to have our lines up there. The girl sang beautifully. All right, let's draw a line here. Our subject noun goes here. What did she do? She sang. What describes the girl. And then beautifully describes the song, the way that she sang. So that's easy enough to do a diagram. All right, let's do another one. The horse ran quickly. All right, let's draw a line. Horse. Oops, let me write it the right way. Horse. Okay, what describes the horse? The or the. And then quickly ran is the verb. And how is ran described? Quickly. The horse ran quickly. So under here, we write quickly. You just have to slow down and really think, because sometimes when I try to do it fast, I write the wrong word too. So you just have to really think about who did what and how when you diagram. All right, so here's another sentence we're going to diagram. Too much time was needlessly wasted. All right. What are we talking about? We're talking about time. And what's the verb? Was wasted. That's the phrase. Wasted. Okay. Too much describes time. So we're going to do much right here. And much and to go together. Too much time was wasted. How is it wasted? Needlessly. So that's easy enough too. Let's get one more. The prodigal son lived very wickedly. All right, so what are we talking about? The son right here. And he lived, that's the verb. All right, well, what describes the son? The and prodigal. So we draw 2 lines here. The or the goes here. Prodigal goes here. And my dog is drinking water. That's what you hear. She's drinking very loudly. That's an adverb. All right, going back to here, the prodigal son, the and the prodigal are referring to the son. Lived. How did he live? He lived wickedly. And very goes with wickedly, so we draw a line under it like that. So there you go. And we have some other things that we're going to talk about. We need not to confuse good and well. There are times to use the word well, and there's times to use the word good. And we're going to talk about that. Do not confuse good and well. Good is an adjective that comes right before the noun it describes. It can also appear in the predicate and refer back to the subject. And right here I've got some examples. Sarah is a good singer. Singer is a noun, and good refers to singer, so it's right before, so we would use good. Oh, that needs to be a big S. All right, now, like we said, it also can be in the predicate. The movie was very good. All right, so we're talking about the movie was good. So the subject's up here, but we're describing it. The good is up here, so the good is describing the movie. But the good was in the predicate this time, and it doesn't have to be, you know, in the subject. Okay, so good popcorn goes fast here. All right, so good is describing popcorn. There we go. Let's talk about the word well. Here we go. Well can be used as an adverb or an adjective. As an adverb, it tells how something is done. And we'll look at some examples of that for well. Okay, so Pam did her job well. Pam did her job well. We're talking about how she did something. She did it well. As an adjective, we can tell how, using well as an adjective, we can tell how a person feels or how I feel. Like, I feel well today. I feel well today. All right. So well is how I feel. So when you talk about how somebody feels, they feel well. You don't say they feel good, because that's not the right way to say it either. You say, I feel well today. We have a couple of more. I'm going to see if I can find my other marker, because the blue one's kind of running out. Okay. Did you do well or good on your math test? Did you do on your math test? And we are either using good or well. All right. You be thinking about that one, and I am going to write another one. Do you make blank grades? Awesome. Okay, do you do good on your math test? Did you do good on your math test, or did you do well on your math test? The correct answer is well, because well is how something is done, how they did on the math test. And do you make blank grades? Do you make good grades, or do you make well grades? Well, grades is a noun, and we know that good comes right before a noun. So there you go. Do you make good grades? Ooh, and that needs a question mark, and that needs a question mark right there too. So when you use well, it's how somebody feels or how they did something. Good, you can tell if you use it right before a noun. There's one more thing that we're going to look at right here. A lot of times people will write or say something like, that was sure good. Well, when you say that, the person had tried to make an adjective describe an adjective, and we can't do that. So it should be, it wouldn't be that was sure good. We would say that was surely good. And that's how we would do that. We wouldn't say your car is real nice. We would say your car is really nice. There you go. And we're going to talk about one more thing. The following adverbs are called negative adverbs. Not or int, not or never, hardly, or scaredly, scarcely. All right, these words are also negative words. No, none, no one, nothing, or nobody. Do not use two negatives in one sentence. So you wouldn't say, I haven't no lunch money. You would say, I haven't any lunch money. You don't use two negatives. When it just isn't right. It doesn't sound right. I was just trying to think of examples. So we reviewed adverbs today, and they were awesome, and we learned how to diagram them. And there you go. Have fun diagramming your sentences.